This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Monday, July 8th, 2019. And the title of this rant is, Remember the GOP healthcare motto. If you get sick, die quick. Now, that actually wasn't their motto. That was given to them by Alan Grayson, a Democratic congressman, in 2014, as the Republicans were doing anything they possibly could to crush the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. Remember, not a single Republican voted for that. And remember, it's very popular now because children can stay on their parents' policy till they're 26. There's no pre-existing condition clause, and I believe, and then there's no ceiling on the amount that the insurance companies have to pay. So it's very popular now. But they were doing everything they could to prevent it. Not a single one voted for it. And when the Republicans had the House, they voted, I believe, 80 times to overturn it. So the idea of the Affordable Care Act, one of it was to slow the rate of growth in terms of costs in the healthcare industry. And again, while the ACA was working, it was doing that. But now a report just came out this week, and of course, one of its legs, I believe, was removed for the Affordable Care Act. They're trying to get rid of it in court this week, which is a dilemma for the Republicans, because if they get rid of it, those three issues that I just brought up will become election issues. But there was a report this week that said that the 3,400 top prescription drugs in the United States have increased in 2019 alone, the year's only half done, by 10.5%, which is 5 times the rate of inflation that's going on. And this is what's happening. And the cost of insulin in the United States are 10 times as much as that in Canada. And, you know, insulin's been around 100 years. There's no patents on that. We should be able to have that done pretty quickly, pretty easily, manufactured easily, and at an inexpensive price. So the question is, why are all these costs going up, and what can we do about it? Well, the reason why they're going up is because of Big Pharma greed and total acceptance and approval of this by the GOP. Now remember, the president said that he was going to get rid of the ACA. It lost by 1 vote because of McCain, but he said that he was going to make it better. So when he lost that vote, did he try and make the Affordable Care Act any better so that it can improve the lives of individuals? No. He continued to want to get rid of it. He also said, and now he says he's not going to bring it up before the election. He's not going to try and get anything passed before the election. You have to vote him in and all the Republicans in so you can get better health care than what the Affordable Care Act has. And at the same time, he also wants to reduce the price of prescription drugs, which I'm just talking about right now, but he has never come up with any plan to do that. And as we're coming up in the election year, don't see him doing that at all, because if he could have, he would have, because many of the Democrats would have allowed him to have that win because it would have helped the average Americans. So let's remember that there's a big clown show going on in downtown D.C. where, the immigration issue, where the census issue, where now the Jeffrey Epstein issue is all getting played out all over the place. These are important things, but in a lot of ways they don't affect the average American. But the healthcare costs affect the average American every single day. And for many people, insulin is a life and death issue. In fact, there is a record, a young gentleman who was 26 years old last year died because he was rationing his insulin because he couldn't afford it. And that should not be happening in the United States. And again, look to Big Pharma, look to tacit approval by all Republicans and this president as to why this is happening. And that should be the motto for the Democrats on health care, is that the Republicans, again, if you get sick, die quick. And we need to get rid of all of them.